Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, Your Royal Highnesses, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, esteemed leaders from the worlds of sports, politics, and business. It is with great pleasure we welcome you all today to the first Peace and Sport Middle East Forum, powered by the Saudi Olympic and Paralympic Committee, bringing us together to this auspicious gathering at the Cultural Palace here in Riyadh. My name is Wa'am Dakhil, and it's my great pleasure to be your host for this momentous event. And by the way, I'm a Saudi journalist and TV presenter.
شكرا يا وام مرحبا بكم here forum Peace and Sport Middle East. My name is Marc Maury. Thank you very much for attending this forum. I'm a former athlete, also a TV presenter and commentator, and also MC for major international events. It's an honor to be back here, and as I said before, I just wanted to say that to pay tribute to Peace and Sport. I've been involved into a lot of forums with them since the beginning, 2007, and it's an immense honor to be here for the first time in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. So thank you very much for attending this Middle East Peace and Sport Forum.
It is the first edition in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia under the theme of Sport is Answer for Peace. Yes, absolutely, Mark. And together we have the opportunity to explore untapped opportunities, share success stories, help ideas to exchange, and most importantly, we ignite a powerful movement that will resonate far beyond these walls. So let us all embark on this journey, and as we harness the unmatched power of sport to create a long-lasting legacy of peace.
And to do so, I would like to call on stage the man that had a vision to create a platform to promote sport as a tool for peace. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the president and founder of Peace and Sport, Mr. Joël Bouzou.
Your Royal Highnesses, Your Serene Highness, Your Highnesses, Excellencies, their ministers, their champions for peace, ladies and gentlemen, their friends. It's my great honor and pleasure to stand in front of you for the opening of the Peace and Sport Middle East Forum. The international situation is difficult, and this forum is more than ever necessary. First of all, it is the occasion to gather friends and partners of the Peace and Sport family. But also, it is the perfect way to expand our community by involving new stakeholders that will play a major role in advancing our goals. I want to start by thanking the President of the Olympic and Paralympic Committee of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, His Royal Highness Prince Abdulazizbin Turki Al Faisal. Thank you, Your Highness, for your presence today. The eminent role you have played in the organization of this forum is paramount. We share the vision of sport as a universal tool, as a vector of equity, as a fantastic asset to establish a culture of peace and collective well-being through dialogue. In a country where more than 50% of the population is under the age of 25, it is essential to make sport a driving force for change, to promote a prosperous, inclusive, and dynamic society. This is the great ambition set out in the Kingdom Vision 2030, and that has been at the heart of Peace and Sport for over 15 years. I would also like to thank, once again, His Serene Highness Prince Albert II of Monaco, without whom none of this would have been possible. As our patron, he has given since the very beginning to the cause and to peace and sport a great, great support. This has been crucial. Thank you, Your Highness. Thank you very much for your presence today in your very busy agenda. The past few years have enabled peace and sport to demonstrate that an approach based on peace through sport is valid, that it can mobilize governments, international sports federations and institutions, NGOs, and local actors on grassroots projects everywhere. The social commitment of role model champions can influence individual destinies. A global community for peace through sport has gradually been structured worldwide. This is not simply a matter of affirming a conviction. It is a matter of demonstrating through concrete evidence. The sessions today will provide examples on how sport can be used to promote peace in a concrete way. Let me give you just a few examples. The growing success of the #wildcard, this campaign, which has mobilized more than 800 million people worldwide over the last 8 years. Partnerships with leading international organizations and in sport governance, including the United Nations, UNESCO, the Summit of Nobel Peace Laureates, and more than 50 international sports federations. A global mentoring for grassroots organizations around the world through the Peacemaker Project. I invite you all to exchange today with representatives from these remarkable organizations that are here with us. Sustainable peace through sport is an ongoing process. We need to convince, to mobilize, and to train. To reach our goal, we rely on the champions for peace. Athletes from all disciplines and all backgrounds, you have seen many of them here. They share our conviction. Sport goes beyond winning medals and is a fantastic way of changing lives. 20 of them will participate in the discussions. I cannot name them all now, but I would like to pay tribute to one of them, my friend Didier Drogba, who is an example. He has been an active vice president by my side for the last 5 years. The call for peace he made from the dressing room in Khartoum to the leaders of his country during the Ivorian conflict in 2005 continues to inspire us. You will have the opportunity to meet these champions of peace through the day, and I encourage you to show them our admiration and gratitude. Please stand, the champions. Thank you all for your support. Thank you all for being fantastic role models. The title for this forum is a powerful message. Sport is an answer for peace. It is not a question, it is a statement. Women empowerment, youth empowerment, dignity and equity for all, culture of peace. Peace can be taught. Peace is our goal. Sport is our tool. Today is a unique occasion to explore with the Saudi Olympic and Paralympic Committee our shared vision of sport to contribute also to the objectives of Vision 2030. To move forward together, it will be essential to invest in 3 pillars. Supporting athletes' social commitment, strengthening the social impact of major sporting events, building a coalition of public and private players to foster best practices, Yes, investing in people is a priority. Recent events confirm that historical tensions have been passed on and crystallized. We must remember that peace is not just the absence of war, but it comes from acknowledging others, accepting their differences, and even their interests. For this, there is no better universal tool than sport, its fair rules, to establish the conditions for dialogue and to maintain it. I have mentioned the champions, and I would like to conclude by highlighting the role of youth. Future is now. They are the ones who must come up with solutions and become active peacemakers. I can only hope that this forum will help us to explore new paths, reinforcing our conviction that sport is an answer for peace. Be assured that peace and sport will continue to stand whatever difficulties are. I wish everyone will do their best to contribute to the success of the day. Peace is our goal. Sport is our tool. Thank you for your attention. Shukran.
Thank you, Mr. Bouzou, for your inspiring speech. And indeed, sport is an watch out your steps. And for sure, sport is an answer for peace. Sport is actually a key for peace. And also thank you for highlighting how peace and sport synergies with the vision of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia 2030. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to officially open the Peace and Sport Middle East Forum, please join me in welcoming His Royal Highness Prince Abdulazizbin Turki Faisal, Minister of Sports and President of the Saudi Olympic and Paralympic Committee. سمو الأمير، شرفنا حضوركم، تشريفكم ورعايتكم لهذا المؤتمر. الكلمة لك.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Your Serene Highness, Prince Albert II of Monaco, Mr. Joël Bouzou, President and Founder of Peace and Sports, Your Excellencies, Your Highnesses, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests. It is our honor and pleasure to welcome you all to the Peace and Sports Middle East Forum 2023. I would like to thank His Serene Highness, Prince Albert II, for his tireless commitment to peace through sports. He is a constant source of inspiration for us all, and his dedication has played a pivotal role in bringing us together today. So thank you, Your Highness. I would also like to extend my sincere gratitude to the custodian of the two holy mosques, King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud, and to His Royal Highness Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud for their support. The hosting of this forum reflects their continuous commitment to spreading the message of compassion and promoting the efforts of realizing peace worldwide. Distinguished guests, as the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia continues to emerge onto the global sporting stage, we do so by hosting numerous major sporting events, numerous competitions and numerous international events, and welcoming people from all over the world and taking sports into the hearts of our communities. This undersources our ongoing dedication to contributing to the development of sports and the promotion of peace through the presence of international athletes and sports enthusiasts. While we value the competitive and the competition rivalry in various sports, it is important for this forum to continue pursuing its noble vision of achieving the values of peace and sportsmanship, for which drive the beauty of competition, the sense of victory, and the motivation of excellence. Today's forum reflects our unwavering commitment to harness the transformative power of sports and to push the enormous power of peace. It offers us with a unique platform to explore ways for sports to create new dialogue and deepen understanding among nations. And I trust we will all make the very most of our time together as we all look to pave the way for a more peaceful and inclusive world. Thank you very much.
شكراً سمو الأمير.
Thank you very much, Your Highness. Sport is part of Saudi daily routine and has a major impact on the youth of the kingdom. I'm sure that today's discussions will highlight this. Now it's my pleasure and an honor, as patron of peace and sport since the creation more than 15 years ago, His Serene Highness Prince Albert II of Monaco played a decisive role in the international development of the organization. And we are honored to welcome for the first time in Saudi Arabia the Prince Albert II of Monaco, his first presence here in the kingdom. Your Highness, please, Monseigneur.
C'est un plaisir de vous rencontrer. Merci.
Royal Highness, Your Highnesses, Your Excellencies, guests, fellow colleagues of the International Olympic Committee, members of the Olympic family, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends of peace and sport. I am particularly pleased to be here in Riyadh today, in Saudi Arabia, for this first Peace and Sport Middle East Forum. I'd like to thank the Saudi authorities, and especially you, Your Royal Highness, for your most gracious hospitality. This event emphasizes the national priority given to sport in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, which is reflected in the Quality of Life program launched in 2018 and in the Vision 2030 objectives. This is a clear, ambitious, and long-term commitment that will bring about significant changes in attitudes and have a very positive impact on social cohesion. I'd like to congratulate the Olympic and Paralympic Committee of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia for powering this first Middle East Forum, which I hope will lead to many more collaborations with Peace and Sport and other entities to promote the impact of sport as a tool for peace, particularly towards athletes and major events. It's a long tradition that the Principality of Monaco has to attach great importance to the fight for sustainable peace. As you know, I share the conviction that sport has a unique and extraordinary vocation to bring people together for a common cause, to enable communities that have been torn apart, to reestablish ties, and to help populations' resilience. I'd also like to express my satisfaction that Peace and Sport is continuing its successful journey and is now recognized as a leader and global reference by sports leadership and peace stakeholders. It has only achieved this international recognition and legitimacy thanks to one man's commitment, the value of a cause, and the dynamism of a movement. Joël Bouzou deserves this credit for initiating this process, which is the result of a whole life devoted to the cause of peace through sport. Even as an athlete competing at the highest level of modern pentathlon, Joël Bouzou is acutely aware of the positive role that sports champions can play in society, and in particular, the motivational force athletes can be for young people. Dear Joël, I'd like to take this opportunity to express once again my gratitude for the work accomplished by you and the Peace and Sport team since 2007, as well as my renewed confidence and support for the next phases of this major initiative. Putting the values of sport at the service of sustainable peace and making it a driving force for social integration for the most disadvantaged is certainly one of the most beautiful causes that man can defend. Even if this might have seemed an ambitious and even utopian goal 16 years ago, I'm not surprised to see its growing success year after year. Because this cause inspires us to have an impact regardless of the number of people it will reach. Because it serves human dignity. It gives me immense satisfaction to see how much peace through sport and the community created by peace through sport is alive and vibrant. How diverse are the initiatives launched and relayed to the four corners of the world by peace and sport, and how rich the opportunities for development and expansion. At the heart of these initiatives, the athlete's role and the athlete's role model mission is decisive, and I'm delighted to see that more and more of them are taking action and getting involved in programs that promote social cohesion. As an Olympian myself, being able to count on the support of more than 100 international athletes within the Champions for Peace Club is a remarkable asset. I'd like to thank all those who are here today. Peace through sport is a concept that is gaining ground. It can sometimes take its original, unexpected, and absolutely neglected paths. It is part of that soft diplomacy that we need to appease hunger, to ease conflicts, and it obviously has its failures, but being based on respect for human beings, it remains in all circumstances a bet on intelligence, a living and permanent approach that helps to change mindsets. For all these reasons, I believe that the title of this forum, Sport is an answer to peace. It is particularly appropriate, not only in these very troubled times that we are going through, to the context, but also to the context right here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And I encourage you all to work concretely and effectively through the day to identify the different initiatives that need to be taken to rise to the challenge posed to our community of peace through sport. And of course, needless to say that you have my full support to succeed and even go further. It is my great pleasure to wish you all an excellent forum, and I wish every success in this endeavor, but also a most enjoyable stay here in Riyadh, in Saudi Arabia. Thank you very much. Shukran.
Merci, Monseigneur. Merci. Thank you. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day with us here in Riyadh. William, I will leave you to start the forum because now it's an important moment with